Today, I want to talk about taking charge of your life. And sometimes I get the response, well, Sabina, something I cannot control. And that is true. But you still can take charge of your life by the way you respond to events and to circumstances. So let me The question is, how can we take charge of our lives? Well, I would like to share 4 ideas with you today. Number 1, when we find ourselves in circumstances or situations that are not very favorable, or we feel like we're not getting ahead, and we really have a bad feeling, we really feel down and why is it happening to me? That why me syndrome that we sometimes have. And what you want to do is really think about, how can we get out of that feeling faster? We all feel bad at times. I had feelings of, oh no, this is just so terrible. But then I have to remind myself, I can either stew in this emotion of feeling terrible, of feeling sorry for myself, or I can take charge of my choices and feelings and say, okay, I understand this is happening. This is not good. I'm not feeling good. However, I will not let that linger for a long time. We all have hours or days, but if it goes on for more than 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, weeks, months, years, that's not good. And that's when a lot of things manifest in your life too. When you're not feeling good, that energy is being projected out into this world. And you may even have thoughts of, I don't want this, I don't want this. And you know what happens with our thoughts? They're very, very powerful. If you think of the things that you don't want to have, that's what you attract. More of that. So you have to understand the psychology behind it and the power of our thoughts. So if you find yourself in a situation you don't feel good, or something happened to you, and we all come into situations that are terrible. Maybe you lost a loved one. That is okay to mourn and not feeling good. But you also have to understand how to get out of it. So how to take charge of your life is the understanding that you have control over your thoughts and over your emotions. Because emotions are really just the content that you give it, the pictures that you put into your thoughts, which creates the emotion, right? There can be the same circumstance for 2 people, but each one puts in a different meaning, which then creates different emotions. So for example, if you, and I'm going to give a very simple example that I guess everybody can understand. So if you get a notice from your employer that they have to let you go, that's not a good feeling. You may feel down or not worthy or whatnot, and you just have that feeling, and that stays with you, and you put meaning to the word fired into it. Oh, I'm not good if this, and what next, and that's a terrible thing, and so forth, right? And you linger a long time with that, or you really stew in this emotion, that's not good. But if you take charge and you still feel like, oh, that sucks, right? But if you take charge and say, all right, it's not good, I don't feel good, but I don't want to stay there. I want to feel better. So what can I do? And one of the things that you can do is, go online and look for a different job, or perhaps even start your own business, right? Because you can. What are you good at? What are the skills? You might be good in repairing stuff, right? Open up a handyman business. And so you're working for yourself. Or you're a good teacher or coach, and you can teach something. You have good skills, you teach that. So there are many different ways how you can take charge of your life when you have a bad emotion, when you not feel good. Okay? It's a choice. And then number 2, be proactive. Be resourceful. Whatever happens in your life, we all have some ups and downs and some stumbling stones that are rolled in front of us, so to speak. But be resourceful. Don't let that stop you, right? And if you don't know the how yet, Google it. Ask a friend. Go into a Facebook group that you're part of, or maybe you're part of a mastermind, which, by the way, it is wonderful if you have a supportive group that can either pick you up or can support you, can help you with some resources. But just sitting and stewing in a situation, I cannot do anything. I don't know. Then you stay there for a while. But if you just switch your thoughts from I don't know, you can even do it, I don't know yet. However, I am going to figure it out. You can figure everything out if you just put your attention to it. So be resourceful. Number 3, resilience. You have to be resilient when things are not going so well. When you're resilient, it's easier for you to just move on, right? And then number 4, use momentum. Use movement. See, when you're resilient and keep on moving forward, which kind of plays together, then you are more inclined to get things done, to start something new. If you move, you will get momentum. And momentum is crucial for you to change anything in your life, to add something to your life, to grow, to learn, to start something different and new. And it's all because you have momentum. You keep moving, you have the right mindset. And when you have those traits, it is much, much easier to take charge of your life. Number 1, the thoughts and the meaning that you give a situation, because the thoughts and the meaning creates the feeling. You are in charge. You can tell this little brain here, hey, it's enough. I don't want that anymore. I want to feel good. And choose happy thoughts. If you find yourself in a situation that, I don't know if I can do this, I don't feel so good, use a little mind trick. Our bodies are so beautifully designed. We have our own pharmacy inside, which called hormones, right? We have those happy hormones. And one way you can trigger those happy hormones is when you laugh. Because for some reason, your muscles here, your face muscles, are being activated and they're sending a signal to your brain. Oh, she's happy. Now, if you're in a situation you might not be so inclined to laugh, get a pen and do this. See what happened? You trick your brain and it activates those muscles. Do this for a minute. You might not be able to just, do the happy dance, but you might feel a little bit better. So that's number one. Number two, be resourceful. Sometimes when we are in a situation that we feel stuck or nothing goes your way or you don't know how, don't get stuck there. Just figure it out. Be resourceful. Go on Google. Call a friend. And number three, be resilient. Resilience is so crucial for our success, right? When we are resilient, then we say, okay, I'm just keep on going. I keep on working on it. And eventually it will work out. Number four, momentum. Yes, movement. Keep the momentum going. Keep moving in the right direction. And when you have movement, when you do that one phone call, when you write this one letter, when you have that one meeting, when you get this one course, when you have this conversation with your mentor or coach or a colleague, whatever it takes, when you have that momentum going, you get things done and you feel more in charge of your life. If you enjoyed today's video, give me a thumbs up. Oh, somebody else enjoyed the video today. This is, by the way, my little girl, Freya, right? It's Freya? Okay, good. And here I have somebody, okay. Yes, okay. So they enjoyed the video as well. But anyways, if you have a tip or a tool that helped you stay in charge of your life or get over a tough situation faster, share it. Put it in the comment section. I appreciate it. Okay, until I see you again, always remember, stay happy, stay in charge of your life, and live the life you imagine.